take a chance on my love. And I got a job, car in the driveway, not a Benz, but you can come my way, I'll take care of you. They say they won't, hey, I don't even think they know. I don't even think they know.
They say they want.
What they say they want.
I don't even think they know. I don't even think they know what they say. You're the kind of man looking for a younger brand. Haven't you learned by now that she won't stay around? But I'm the perfect boy. I'll share your hopes and dreams. I'll raise a family. I could be your destiny.
They say they won't. I don't even think they know. I don't even think they know.
They say they want. They say they want. I don't even think they know.
So what's the deal? Are you gonna let me prove my love is real? I know you think I only want a cop or feel. I know you think I only want a heart to steal, and that's true. But baby, we don't have no beef, so just brush off your hurt. I'll be your concrete. I'll put in the work to your heart I'll speak. You say you want a real man, I'm him who you seek. You want Mr. Right, but are you really ready? Do you always wanna fight or throw confetti? It doesn't really matter what he did either. I only wanna please you, be your amnesia. Baby, let me ease your pain. So nothing remains but love to maintain. Cast the past off so we can blast off. Get on the floor and dance your ass off. Then I'll take your pants off. I'm only serious.
I don't even think they know. I don't even think they know.
They say they want. I don't even think they know. I don't even think they know what they say.
See, I'm old enough to know what I want in a woman.
What they say.
I've been playing games for far too long.
What they say.
I know just what I want in a woman. She ain't gotta be a movie star, but she gotta take me farther than I've been before. They say they want, I don't even think they know. I don't even think they know.
They say they want. I don't even think they know. I don't even think they know what they say. What they say. What they say. What's your campaign? Is it all full of game? The truth, the lies, it all sounds the same. What's your campaign? Is it all full of game? The truth, the lies, it all sounds the same.
Life deals us different cards out of the deck. It's a game of hearts, theirs against ours. Women are from Venus and men are from Mars. All that shows up on the social radar are stats like titles, money, and cars. Few care about characteristics. The qualifications range from bad boys to side chicks. So what's your campaign? Is it all full of game? The truth, the lies, it all starts to sound the same. What's your campaign? Is it all full of game? The truth, the lies, it all starts to sound the same. Politicking like a politician through conversation, so pay attention and I can be 100% of what you want. Did I mention I'm everything you don't have and I can sense that? Besides you're telling me and emailing me, so I reply back. What's your campaign?
Is it all full of game? The truth, the lies, it all sounds the same. What's your campaign? Is it all full of game? The truth, the lies,
the sweet nothings in my ears sure sound good, but it sounds like you're scared to change, like a tree afraid to become firewood. Believe with your heart, because there's nothing but fear to fear itself. Give it your best like top shelf and it'll be sweeter than sugar canes. Don't be scared to fall in love, I say let it fall like heavy rain. Scared to get married and scared of divorce? Let's get to know each other and let love take its course. But some are afraid of honesty and scared to death of the truth. You deny it and play it safe, I used to do that too, so I can relate. Let's build our love on faith and play our hands like kings and queens, because there's more than our hearts at stake. And play our hands like kings and queens, because there's more than our hearts at stake. At stake.
Is it all for the game? The truth, the lies, it all sounds the same. What's your campaign? Is it all for the game? The truth, the lies, it all sounds the same. All sounds the same, yeah. What's your campaign? Is it all for the game? The truth, the lies, it all sounds
Okay, party people in the house, you're about to witness something you've never witnessed before.
What they say they want, I don't even think they know. I don't even think they know.
They say they want, I don't even think they know. I don't even think they know what they say.
You say there's no romance without finance. Why we gotta do this dance? Why can't you just take a chance on my love? And I got a job, car in the driveway, not a Benz, but you can come my way, I'll take care of you. They say they want, hey. I don't even think they know. I don't even think they know.
They say they want,
What they say they want.
I don't even think they know. I don't even think they know what they say. You're the kind of man looking for a younger brand. Haven't you learned by now that she won't stay around? But I'm the perfect boy. I'll share your hopes and dreams. I'll raise a family. I could be your destiny.
They say they want. I don't even think they know. I don't even think they know.
They say they want. I don't even think they know.
Party people in the house.
So what's the deal? Are you gonna let me prove my love is real? I know you think I only want a cop or feel. I know you think I only want a heart to steal, and that's true. But baby, we don't have no beef, so just brush off your hurt. I'll be your concrete. I'll put in the work to your heart. I'll speak. You say you want a real man. I'm him who you seek. You want Mr. Right, but are you really ready? Do you always want to fight or throw a confetti? It doesn't really matter what he did either. I only want to please you, be your amnesia. Baby, let me ease your pain. So nothing remains but love to maintain. Cast the past off so we can blast off. Get on the floor and dance your ass off. Then I'll take your pants off. I'm only serious.
I don't even think they know. I don't even think they know.
They say they want. I don't even think they know. I don't even think they know what they say.
See, I'm old enough to know what I want in a woman.
What they say.
I've been playing games for far too long.
Deals is different cards out of the deck. It's a game of hearts. Theirs against ours. Women are from Venus and men are from Mars. All that shows up on the social radar are stats like titles, money, and cars. Few care about characteristics. The qualifications range from bad boys to side chicks. So what's your campaign? Is it all full of game? The truth, the lies, it all starts to sound the same. What's your campaign? Is it all full of game? The truth, the lies, it all starts to sound the same. Politicking like a politician through conversation, so pay attention and I can be 100% of what you want. Did I mention I'm everything you don't have and I can sense that? Besides you're telling me and emailing me, so I reply back. What's your campaign? Your campaign.
Is it all full of game? The truth, the lies, it all sounds the same. What's your campaign? Is it all full of game? The truth, the lies, it all sounds the same.
Whispers of sweet nothings in my ear sure sound good, but it sounds like you're scared of change, like a tree afraid to become firewood. Believe with your heart because there's nothing but fear to fear itself. Give it your best like top shelf and it'll be sweeter than sugar canes. Don't be scared to fall in love, I say let it fall like heavy rain. Scared to get married and scared of divorce. Let's get to know each other and let love take its course. But some are afraid of honesty and scared to death of the truth. You deny it and play it safe, I used to do that too, so I can relate. Let's build our love on faith and play our hands like kings and queens because there's more than our hearts at stake. And play our hands like kings and queens because there's more than our hearts at stake. At stake.
Is it all full of game? The truth, the lies, it all sounds the same. What's your campaign? Is it all full of game? The truth, the lies, it all sounds the same.
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? I'm running a little late. This is DvP on the air. And we're going to start off with the first thing first because I'm a little confused. I got to come up with a name for the show. And what do y'all like? Do y'all like random thoughts with DvP or do y'all like let's talk with DvP? Or you know what? If you come up with something better than that, shoot it at me. And if you come up with something I like, guess what I do? We'll have lunch at McDonald's. How about that? Whoever come up with the best name, we're gonna have a lunch for two at McDonald's. $6.26 limit though. I know some of y'all eat. It's Friday. It's kind of hot outside. Y'all know I'm a vampire. This daylight thing is just killing me. I had a little subject I wanted to talk about. We ain't sure how long we're gonna go with this yet. So I'm gonna start off with something that twice in 1 week I've seen this. Today I'm at the gas station on the way here. I actually got plenty of time. And hold on a second. We have a okay. I'm sorry. So anyway, I'm on. I stopped by to get me a couple of snacks for me and the boss, just in case we get hungry, in case y'all start asking us crazy questions. And as I'm in the store, I ain't even gonna say which one because they don't deserve the kind of credit. But I hear some people arguing at the gas pump. So I really don't pay no attention. I'm kind of like some of y'all. I'm in my own world. I'm trying to get here, get some entertainment going. And so I'm in the store buying me some goodies, snacks, sugary stuff. And this girl walks in and she says to dude, give me my MF and keys. So I realized they the people from those outside that was arguing. And dude is probably 5'10", 5'9", 230, 240. And old girl is probably about 5'4", 130, 140. But while I'm getting ready to pay our boo for my donuts, she just jump up and haul off and knock the shit out of him. And I'm like, well, damn. And don't get me wrong, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a strong disbeliever in any man putting his hands on a woman for any reason. And I'm gonna tell you a backstory about that in a second. But she hit him good. This ain't no passing lick. This ain't a shot to the chest. She hit him square in the jaw, made me drop my donuts. And I'm just like, wow. And of course, you know, ain't nobody doing nothing. I'm looking, and I'm torn because I got a radio show to do, but I need to be a responsible citizen. So, you know, I go back to my vehicle and I do what I should do. I get on the phone, I call 911, and I wait for him. This is why I'm running late, because I'm waiting for the police to get there. Because while I'm on the phone with the police, she's still yelling at him, and he having his bout that life moment, because he's a big dude, but he swelling up at her. He ain't swung at her. I'm gonna give him that credit, but he talking about what ain't no B gonna do, and you know, and I'm like, wow, this is just too much. Ladies, for real, hitting a man square in the jaw. I'm a strong believer in a man should never hit a woman. I truly believe that.
Then she don't need to be putting her hands on him.
But when you hit a man in the jaw,
you cross the line.
You hit that fight or fight reflex, and especially when you hit him with a fist, he can't do nothing but have a flashback and feel like he's under attack. Survival is the most basic of all human instincts. And whoever came up with that lie that he a man that he can take a hit from a woman, let me tell you something. I'm a fighter. When somebody hits you in the jaw, there's no strength training that you can do to make your jaw strong. Not nary a one. Now, so I'm looking at this and I want to grab her, but he's actually being pretty cool other than his profane and abusive language, which at this point I can accept. It's better than the alternative of him retaliating. But she's swinging, and I don't know who wrong about these car keys that they arguing about, and it's really not that important to me. My thing is, when is enough enough? Hitting a man in the face, closed hand, open hand, you dead wrong 98.97% of the time, especially if it ain't about a child. Now, if it's something to do with him hurting your child, I'm all for it. But at the gas station, what you feeling on that, bro?
You know, I have daughters. I have daughters and I have little sisters, and I always tell them the same thing. I'm like, look, you know, you know how we get to the boyfriends, and you tell them when you see him, you like with my sisters, you know, it's like, look, my daddy crazy, his brother's crazy, I'm crazy and all this. If you got to put your hands on her to do anything but love her, and see, mind you, I was told the same thing by my ex's dad. Just send her back home. So after we had that conversation with dude, then we come home and we have a conversation with my sisters and my daughter. You ain't got no reason to be swinging on that man.
Damn.
And putting your hand, especially, not no blow, because, you know, it's some things you just can't excuse. And I know me as a man, you know, you definitely have to catch yourself.
Yeah.
In those situations, you have to catch yourself to be like, you know what? Because like you said, if you get hit with a punch, it's a natural reflex for a man to defend himself. So, you know, and I've dealt with people, man. You know, not dealt with men as far as relationship, but I've been around some people, and that's one of the things, you know, they talk about, so, that's how we get down. You know, he like her. It's funny. I ended up watching Scandal today.
There you go. Hold on. Okay, it's gonna be official. On my show, there'll be no talk of anything that starts with the S and end with the L.
No, you had to see it because I kept seeing the post on the last night, so I'm watching it. And the chick is like smacking Huck. What you want? And she smacked. I mean, like cut out, smacked him in the face. I want you to say it. I want you to say that you want it. He was like, and I want it. And he grabbed her by the mouth, picked up and threw on the car and went to town right there in the parking lot. See, you know, some people get down like that, so that's how they get going.
and you know, okay, I'm gonna say this now. If it's a sexual thing, then I understand the rules change.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of women say that's the only time you can use the B word affectionately.
Yeah. Right. Some of us just ain't feeling that.
Yeah, but obviously they ain't having sex I ain't even say that because some days it's hard to tell. But I'm just, you know, really, you gonna smack? I'm gonna just say this, ladies. If you get mad at your dude, and you just feel the need to put your hand on him. I tell every man, if you push him, he should take those like a champ. Because if his feet work, he can walk away. I've been pushed. I'm cool with that. I understand that. You know, if you want to hit us in the upper chest area, yeah. All men should be able to take a couple of those and put his feet to work. Anything else, is that wrong?
The groin in the face is a no-no.
Right. You know, I mean, those are just protected areas, and I can't even fault a brother for swinging as a natural response because you just triggered it. Because don't believe the hype. We are not used to being hit in the face.
Yeah, no, that's a negatory.
Even that pimp slap, that's you open up a can of whoop ass.
We had a phone call. It looked like apparently we missed a call here from somebody in the 315. If you got your 315-5022, the last four. If you want to hit us back, make sure I don't want to just call them back because I don't know if they maybe was
right.
Dialing and then they done got caught up in something else. So I don't know. We'll let them call back in if they want to chime in.
And just for quick, just so I don't get in trouble. If you want to inbox me a question or put it on my page, Darren versus Peter, until I create me a radio page, or if you my IG person, you can put on my Instagram page, DvP13. Or if you really know me, you can shoot me a text if you don't want to be on the radio, but you got a question. I won't call out your name unless you say it's cool. I'll just go straight with your question. But yeah, I know I got the phone number on there and we just rolling. Like I said, I had another topic, but I saw this and it was just something that was just bothering me. Because this domestic violence is real. And this is like cancer for black men. Black men will not call the police. And I'm seeing the actual visions of black men being the victims. But one,
oh no, I said that's a problem. That's it. That's on him.
Nah, but by our very nature, we're not gonna call the police because it make us look weak. So we getting abused, and there's really nothing we can do about it. And this going to scenario 2. When I left here last week, I'm at another gas station. I'm finna start buying gas, and oh girl, okay. Here's a scenario number 2. Dude is 6'1", 6'2", all of 280, 300 pounds. Girl look like olive oil. She might be 5'2", and 2 sneezes and 75 pounds soaking wet. She done jumped up, slapped the taste out of butter. She slapped butter so hard, my gas stopped pumping. And she kept going, and Buddy just held his hands up, holding his bag, saying, quit, leave me alone, quit. And it's 20, 30 people at the gas station. Everybody's watching this. And I hear some dudes at the pump across from me saying, if he put his hands on her, we're going to get him. But now, I watched her hit him at least 8 times. The bus come up. He trying to catch the bus. Old girl done grabbed Buddy by the pants, fellas, this way you should wear a belt, and pulled his pants down so he can't get on the bus. We talking about on Six Flags Drive. So it's a bunch of people. And now she's swinging at him. He can't get on the bus. He gotta let his hands down now to pull his pants up, and she started going at him. So for those of y'all that don't know, I'm a retired cop. So, at some point, it's in my oath of office that I gotta do something. So I know it's finna happen because you get tired of this. So, I get my little credentials out and I finish pumping my gas because, explosion, gotta be safety first. So I walk over there and Buddy's sitting at the bus stop and she just yelling at him, talking about how she gonna slap the taste out of his mouth, how she gonna do this, how she gonna do that. And I, show my credentials. I said, man, I've been watching you for the past 8 to 10 minutes. I know you done hit Buddy at least 15 times. I said, legally, you dead wrong. You going to jail. You got to stop. And I looked at Buddy. I said, man, I appreciate what you did because you ain't put your hands on her because it's a goon squad waiting to beat you if you touch her one time. One time. And ask me what the fight was about, bro. Just ask me.
Well, what was they arguing and fighting about?
Slim went to the bathroom. Because Buddy told me. He said, when she went to the bathroom, they had the Waffle House. He looked to see who cooking his food. She comes back out the bathroom, see him looking, think he's looking at the woman's butt. So she feel disrespected. So she hit him in the Waffle House, got in their car, and pulled off. He took that. That's why he at the bus stop. He just gonna go on and stay with a friend. She doubled back to start another fight. And she agreed that this is what happened, other than the fact she said he was looking at the girl booty. But Slim, you left. You came back to hit
Right. I'm like, what?
So, that MF for disrespecting me ain't. Oh, if your woman see you looking at another woman booty, I bet she gonna slap. I said, first of all, I don't know women who gonna, crazy enough to swing at me. I say, there's a way to get along. I said, but if you got a problem with that, why don't you just leave? As a matter of fact, hadn't you left? But now you want him back after you beaten, And I'm telling Buddy, and he's like, man, I don't want her to go to jail. I say, I know you don't. I say, but by law, you don't have a choice. Once she hits you, the law is clear. I say, but I ain't working. But y'all got to stop this because it's a bunch of witnesses, and all these gas stations got cameras. And I'm trying to calm her down, and she ain't hearing nothing I say because she keep telling me that my girls will slap me. Ladies, if you're thinking about slapping me because I look at another woman, I'm telling you now, be mad, go away. I ain't gonna hit you. If you know me, I ain't the kind of guy, but my feet work. Now, I will grab you by your wrist. And this is what Buddy should have did, in my honest opinion. He should have grabbed her and shook the living shit out of her because I'm telling you, she had to get at least 15 licks in. And there is no way she, at best, with bags of groceries in her hand and me standing next to her, she couldn't have got to 100 pounds. But she giving him all the business, and he's just taking it like a champ. Man, I love her, but, she crazy, so I'm just going to go my way. You know what she said? I'm sorry, because my mom might be listening. This MF ain't going nowhere. Like, wow. You want him to stay there to beat? You want him to stay there to get beat? Who that? Where they do that at? Where they do that at, for real?
That is funny. But you know what? I mean... Okay, so the whole that to me that ain't domestic violence. That I'm sorry.
Legally speaking, it is, bro.
Legally speaking, it is. That's one thing. Because he realistically, we know he can defend himself against her. From a physical standpoint. When I think of domestic violence, which I have heard of, where the dudes are like really getting beat. He wasn't getting beat. He was letting her hit him.
Right.
So there is a difference. But that stuff would do. But I understand you love somebody, but dude, you need to, in my opinion, at some point, you need to even look at your girl and be like, baby girl, you got some anger issues you need to deal with.
Love her from afar.
I mean, right. If you're going to stay with her, you need to be like, we need some counseling. You need some counseling or something, and what other latent hostilities does she have buried that she just got to go into the whole, he looking at, well, see, one or two things that happen. Either she just really insecure, talked about that a little bit last night.
Right.
Or he done been trained and she done caught him looking a whole bunch of times. So it's something she used to. And so she naturally assuming that's what it is.
But okay, here go a comment from somebody. Some men are abusive in private and women take an opportunity to publicly get some payback.
Okay, that's just dumb.
How about leaving?
Yeah. That's to me that there is more stupid than anything because if he is abusive in private and you gonna get in public and embarrass him, okay, so that's just like another when you gonna whoop my behind again, that
right
yeah,
but and I'm gonna tell you something, man. When I was how was I 20? I'm in the Air Force. I meet the girl of my dreams. I didn't know it at the time, but I still think about it. And if you've ever been around me, you know who she was. But when we first started dating, I was 20, so she must have been 18. We had been dating a few months, and she said to me, "Do you like me?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm really feeling you." And you know what she said to me then? She was like, "You've never hit me." And I said, "What?" She said, "You never hit me." I said, "Why would I hit you?" And this was what she said. She said, "If you really cared about me, as a man, you would have hit me and put me in my place." I said, "Baby, I like you, but I'm going to go home on that one. Because I don't like you want to be liked. But there is there's a lot of women who fall for that theory that a brother's love comes through his knuckles. I'm gonna use one of my Stephen A. Smith words. I'm flabbergasted. And if that's the theory you got, that's as a 9, as a 10, as a 11. And I'm just, how do you stay in an abusive relationship and you cool with that? Is the sex that good? And this goes for both sexes, because guys, I've been in an abusive relationship too, and I don't have no problem saying that I was stupid. But what's the point of staying in an abusive relationship at the end of the day? Is it that you're insecure? Is it that you think you can't do better? What's really going on?
Yeah, that's crazy.
And when she said that to me, that really floored me. And then years later, I end up being a cop, and I'm on a domestic violence unit, and I'm seeing that it's a common occurrence. I had a lady, and this is what she wrote in one of her complaints, that her boyfriend was abusive. Now, hear me out on this, and listen to the whole story. One of the first instances she talked about, she said she was in the shower one day, Buddy came in the shower and punched her and stabbed her.
What?
This ain't when she called the police. She said she wasn't scared then, that was okay. What made her nervous enough to call the police and get a restraining order was Buddy grabbed her one day, tied her up, and laid her on a railroad track and walked off. That's when she got scared. So I'm thinking, you didn't get scared when he stabs you. That didn't bother you. I'm just thinking, who the hell, you get stabbed in the shower and that don't bother you? I mean, that's cool. That's foreplay. What the fuck? Mama, you ain't listening. I hope you still washing clothes. What the fuck? You get stabbed and you don't even blink twice. But when he tie you up and put you on a railroad track, you get nervous.
I mean, if we talk about it, honestly, if I'd have known we were going to get into this, I would have reached out to a couple of friends of mine who actually are domestic violence advocates.
And so am I.
And they talk, but I mean that's their profession. We're gonna do
a separate show on it. But like I say, I had a preacher moment. I came to talk about something else, but seeing this twice in 2 weeks with women being so aggressive, I couldn't just let it ride out, because I wanna get some domestic violence people from Fulton County who I dealt with to come talk about it. But the struggle is real. It's not just women who are victims. It's not just men who are the aggressors. And I'm gonna ride with you saying that men are abusive in private, and sometimes they feel the need to get some public get back. It's crazy. Yeah. But hey, that's all I can say. Is that a radio word?
I guess we'll make it one today.
You know what I'm saying? That's in honor of James Brown. I'm just gonna make up a word, just to be, So I'm just floored by this, and wow. That's all I can say was wow. And I apologize for being late, because I should have been more, but I had to stay there because even though dude struck me as somebody who just doesn't deserve, but he didn't. He had a foul mouth, but he didn't do anything wrong. He manned up, and he didn't hit her. Now, like I said, I don't know what precipitated it all, and I ain't gonna defend nobody, but just to be hitting your guy in public, the law is clear. If you swinging, you go to jail. So, like I said, that just fellas, putting your hands on your woman, you're dead wrong. You're dead wrong. I stayed in an abusive relationship because, like most black men, I gave her an excuse for that. Maybe it was something that happened in her past, and I wanted to help her through it, because I know the abuse wasn't at me.
You saying that?
Huh?
I thought you were reading the text.
No. The question was why I stayed in an abusive relationship. That was, somebody just texted me that. Tell why I stayed in it.
Oh, you was in an abusive relationship?
Yeah. And that was why I stayed, because I knew, one,
you weren't threatened.
Right. I mean, for those of y'all that don't know me, once upon a time, I was probably one of the most violent men in the state of Georgia, and they paid me well to be violent. I fought people. I taught people how to fight. It was nothing. When I was a cop, you got the SWAT team for crazy people. But if somebody wanted to fight, the SWAT team would part the scene and let me be like Moses. At 172 and 3/4 pounds, if you wanted to fight, I was the man. It didn't matter what size you were. I was always down for a good fight. So I've never really felt threatened by any woman hitting me. With that being said, it still don't mean if you hit me, my self-defense mode won't kick in. But yeah, I stayed simply because I really didn't feel a threat, and it was part arrogance on my part, because the fact that she could do it still meant something bad could happen. But some of us, honestly, we walk around with S's on our chest, and we go from there. I got out of the abusive relationship because I came to my senses, and it was so crazy because I'm on a domestic. I'm in charge of the domestic violence unit, and I'm giving brothers advice. And like most people who give advice, we never take our own good advice because we're arrogant. But I'm telling brothers, if this woman is putting her hands on you, bro, you got two choices to make. You can leave now, or you gonna mess around and retaliate, and she gonna call the police, and you gonna go to jail because you can't explain why you stayed for the first lick after the first lick. You can't. And police are 90% male. And you know what they're going to do? They're going to naturally be defensive of you hitting a woman. So even if you say you did it in self-defense, you still going to jail. And you might get the great cop who take both of y'all, but you still going. And it just, like I said, I had something else on my mind, but that was just rocking my soul to see old girl, two different girls in 1 week doing the same crazy crap. And I'm like, really? I mean, I got daughters, and my daughters know. I mean, and I taught a couple of them how to fight. If a dude puts his hands on you, I want you to call me, but don't be trying to get to a phone, let me hit you again. This is what you do till you get to that phone. Protect yourself, and then call me. But come on, ladies, really, ladies. You want to make sure your man is a natural protector, so you hit him to see what his skills are. That's a whole lot of insecurity going. But I'm seeing way too much of it. Even in the club scene, I'm seeing way too much of it. I'm just like I say, it's wild, and it's not in a good way. It's just too much. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take a break right quick. So give me a minute. Let me get some fluid in my system. But if you're on, give us a call, shoot me a text, go to my Instagram, and we'll be back in a few.
678-383-7623.
What's your campaign? Is it all for the game? The truth, the lies, it all sounds the same. What's your campaign? Is it all for the game? The truth, the lies, it all sounds the same.
Life deals us different cards out of the deck. It's a game of hearts, theirs against ours. Women are from Venus and men are from Mars. All that shows up on the social radar are stats like titles, money, and cars. Few care about characteristics. The qualifications range from bad boys to side chicks. So what's your campaign? Is it all full of game? The truth, the lies, it all starts to sound the same. What's your campaign? Is it all full of game? The truth, the lies, it all starts to sound the same. Politicking like a politician through conversation, so pay attention and I can be 100% of what you want. Did I mention I'm everything you don't have and I can sense that? Besides you're telling me and emailing me, so I reply back. What's your campaign?
Is it all full of game? The truth, the lies, it all sounds the same. What's your campaign? Is it all full of game? The truth, the lies, it all sounds the same.
What's whispers of sweet nothings in my ears sure sound good, but it sounds like you're scared to change, like a tree afraid to become firewood. Believe with your heart, because there's nothing but fear to fear itself. Give it your best like top shelf, and it'll be sweeter than sugar canes. Don't be scared to fall in love, I say let it fall like heavy rain. Scared to get married and scared of divorce. Let's get to know each other and let love take its course. But some are afraid of honesty and scared to death of the truth. You deny it and play it safe, I used to do that too, so I can relate. Let's build our love on faith and play our hands like kings and queens, because there's more than our hearts at stake. And play our hands like kings and queens, because there's more than our hearts at stake. At stake.
Is it all for the game? The truth, the lies, it all sounds the same. What's your campaign? Is it all for the game? The truth, the lies, it all sounds the same. All sounds the same, yeah. What's your campaign? Is it all for the game?
Are back. I don't get it. I got a McDonald's meal.
Did you turn the mic on?
Did I click it? It should be on. Testing. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, wave.
Okay, party people in the
Keep talking.
All right, can you hear me now? Are we live?
Yeah, we're live. I don't hear you though.
Okay, I heard that from your mic.
All right. Ooh, yeah, I hit up good. I hit myself now. All right, we're back live. I'm still taking suggestions for the name. Real talk with DvP. Let's talk with DvP. What was the other one?
Random thoughts.
Random thoughts. Okay, I heard it that time when you hit it.
Yeah,
It's just a sense. Maybe that's a girl mic.
you're funny.
So yeah, like I said, I actually came with the intent to talk about something else, and that just was that was just too much for me. So.
Since we doing some random thoughts, why don't you talk a little bit about the show last night, man? Some of the conversations we had last night.
Man, and that was actually what I wanted to talk about, because I wanted to talk about Hank Stewart thing, and I couldn't remember. Once I saw the girls fighting, our daughters need
Fathers.
Our daughters need fathers. Our sons need role models, and our women need men. Hank Stewart said that last night. I don't know if y'all caught the show last night when we were doing Relationships 101 on his network. And when the brother's the first time I met him, but when he said that he was doing one of his poetry pieces, man, that really spoke to my soul. Our daughters need, what was it? I'm having a brain fart.
Our daughters. Okay, my mic going out again.
Yeah, it is. What did he say?
It's a short. It says our daughters need fathers.
Our daughters need fathers. Our sons need role models, and our women need men. Our daughters need fathers.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there's a short. I'm gonna have to work on that.
I mean, just think about how deep that is. Our daughters need fathers. Our sons need role models. Our women need us to be men.
I gotta. I don't know if she wants us to say their name, but well, I guess so because she posted it on Facebook. So it's
it's on Facebook.
Yeah, we know who said it.
It's on
so
my
Monica, right? Monica says, "I've never been in an abusive relationship, but when I was younger, I was a hitter." Sad face. Oh wait, no, that's the okay, my bad face. I outgrew that, but sometimes when someone causes you pain and you don't know how to process it, you lash out physically. Now that I'm older, I've learned to use my words instead of my hands. I'm working on using silence, but silence takes longer to get how you're feeling across at that moment.
And I get that, because it's a growth process with knowing who you are. But at the end of the day, it's still. We got a call coming in. I'm gonna get back to you, Monica. Give me 1 second. Caller, you there? Hello, caller.
Okay, it picked up. Caller, are you there? Okay, they hung up whoever it was. Let me see.
All right. Yeah, Monica. I mean, and that's still because guys use the same excuse that they know how to process or
Calling whoever the caller
Oh.
was back.
generically. That's where I'm from, and that's what we do. Still doesn't make it right. It's jailable. It's jailable, and it's a felony. Consider that.
Hello?
Hey, did you just call the radio show to talk?
Did I call who?
The radio show. We accidentally hung up on somebody. We were doing a call back.
No, we didn't hang up. We just couldn't hear him.
Oh, we couldn't hear you. I'm sorry.
I didn't get anyone, but what are you all talking about?
Right now we're talking about domestic violence. I saw a couple of women jumping on men, and we were just speaking on that.
About men jumping on, I'm sorry, women jumping on men?
Yeah, I mean either way, but that was what I saw. That was what prompted the subject of domestic violence, about men being victims as well as women, and not responding. And actually, we were talking more about why women are so violent. You got any thoughts on that?
Well, women may be violent because they put themselves in a situation where they know they should have removed themselves from the situation, or they may be afraid to remove themselves. So as a result of taking so much, I guess, stress, they become violent.
Is there a name I can call you?
Michelle?
Michelle. Well,
Yes.
Tell me this. If you're afraid, as you say, how can you be afraid to leave but not afraid to throw a punch? I'm kind of confused on that one. If you can hit a man, can't you leave him?
Yeah. Personally, I wouldn't be afraid to leave, but there are some women that are afraid to leave because they don't have anything. As a result of being in a relationship, you kind of put your finances and, everything that you've invested together. So they probably feel like they don't have anything. I mean, another thing comes into play is if you have children as well. Some people are afraid to leave because then they don't have the support. They don't have that backing. They don't have someone who they feel like they can talk to. But as a result of taking so much from someone, whether it was something that's been building up or something that, they feel threatened, they may strike out. Now, that's men or women. That's not just necessarily women.
I just caught your voice, right? How are you?
I'm good.
That's what's up. That's fine. I just caught your voice. But why? Okay, if you feeling enough to lay your hands back on him, and you're willing to go to jail, I mean, you still ain't gonna have nothing. So why not just get an exit plan? And I mean, I know it's easy to say because, like I said, I did the domestic violence thing for a few years. But, I'm a firm believer that no man all of a sudden becomes violent. You saw it in the dating process. I think women are better actors. They can hide it for a long time until they get security. But why even, and I don't know if you heard the part where I actually dated a girl who told me that if I didn't hit her, that must have meant I didn't love her. So she was already programmed to believe that I should hit her to prove my love to her, which is, retardable. But that's a whole nother issue. So what's your thoughts on it?
I don't think that they would automatically become violent, but once it's a pattern or they feel threatened enough that they need to strike, I mean, it's no reason to put your hands on anybody, whether you're a man or a woman. Yeah, you should walk away. But in certain cases, people don't walk away. And when they don't walk away, it's because they've either been hit or they're hitting that other person. So that's not something that I can explain, but, when people feel threatened, they strike.
Michelle, has a man ever put his hands on you?
Has anyone ever put their hands on me?
Yeah. You sound like you got some bankhead in your system. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, they have. and I put my hands right back on them.
And what was the outcome of that? How did the relationship go after that?
What was the outcome?
Yeah. Did you stand? How much longer did you stay in that relationship?
But I felt like I needed to. I felt like I needed to defend myself.
No. How much longer did you stay in that relationship?
Rightfully so.
Did you hear?
Oh, it ended right then.
Okay, and that's you know what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. If it get to that point, somebody should be grown enough to walk away and say, "This ain't the life I want."
That's true. I agree.
And there are too many of your sisters and cousins who stay for whatever reason, because once it's done, it's done. Especially if for the aggressor.
There's no trust after that. I would never trust that somebody would put their hands on me and not do it again.
All right. Well, we're gonna thank Michelle.
I appreciate you, Michelle. We'll talk later. We got another call coming. All right. Have a good day, babe.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, actually, not another call coming. We're actually gonna make another call.
Oh, we're gonna call somebody else.
They called back. We missed their call, so we're gonna call back. This 678 63 58 person. So if your phone ringing,
you said the last four. Okay.
I said the last the area code and the last four. Yeah, I'm not giving out people's phone numbers on. If you can figure out them other three, you good.
Hello?
Hey, how you doing?
All right.
Hey, did you just try to call into my radio show?
Yeah, I did.
Hey, what's going on? What can I call you?
Dave.
Dave?
Yeah.
What's going on, Dave? What's your question or your comment for the show?
I had a relationship question. I wanted to know the opinion of, do you think a man and a woman can be friends and there'll never be any attraction from either party?
Can men and women be just friends with no physical attraction?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I think that's the easy part. The harder question is, can attractive men and women be friends? Or because I mean, I got friends who I don't look at like that, but I can admit that they're pretty or they're attractive. But I've never thought about taking it to a biblical level.
So you never had a female friend, and y'all constantly were around each other or constantly communicated. You never just said, she's attractive. You know, I could be with her.
Nah, because most of the time, by the time, you know, I understand the question, but most time when I put you in that friend zone, it's pretty much for a reason.
You're done.
But that's not to say that I've known women who we started off really cool. For whatever reason, there was nothing, and we got to that level because I found that they were easy to talk to. But when I first saw them, there was no interest in them. But I just didn't say, hey, this is going to be my friend. But over the course of time and just basic conversation and not wanting nothing, you do, familiarity breeds contempt. So you do become comfortable with this person, which is what we all want in a mate, somebody we can be comfortable with.
Yeah.
You bared your souls each other and y'all still together. There's a commonality there. I mean, I can see how it happens, which is, you know, one of the things that I actively promote. If you want a lasting relationship, your partner should actually be your friend for real. Not your friend in word, but your friend for real. If you build up through that, then you know you got it made, because friends can tell each other anything. Most people can't say anything to their mate because they're really not friends.
Yeah, I got to be honest. I personally, I wanted to get your view, but I already had my own view on the situation.
What's your view?
My view is absolutely not. If, this is the big if you're going to be in constant communication and constant, I don't mean like a quick phone call once a month and then like that. I'm talking about like every other day, some type of verbal communication, texting, calling, hanging out, stuff like that. I think if you have that type of relationship, it'll prevent you from having a healthy relationship with someone else later on down the line.
And it could, because if you got a partner and your partner's not truly, if they don't have the potential to be your friend, yeah, it's gonna be a problem. That falls under one of my layaway, and I call them layaway girlfriends. She may last a little bit longer than that. But if she's not really your friend, The sex may be great. A lot of things may be great, but you still on the countdown backwards. Y'all ain't gonna make it long term. Even though people try and they force it, if y'all don't have a true friendship, it's not gonna last. Where y'all can forgive each other, say whatever you got to say to each other, be mad for 15 to 20 minutes, but still come back at the end of the day and know that y'all one and 1A.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And what's your name again?
You better stop playing. I just see your comment. How you been?
I'm doing all right.
Hey, I just want to say to all my friends and family who call me, I sure appreciate you. I sure appreciate you help me to get this crunk off.
Yeah. You know, I support whatever.
Hey, you know what? We might even do this at the cookout. You know what I'm saying? Just if you can cook good, I may give you a shout out. If you can't cook good, I'm gonna give you a shout out and tell everybody that you can't cook.
Come on, man. You didn't see the picture?
Yeah, I saw the picture on TV for hamburgers too, Dave, and they didn't look nothing like that in real life.
Say what now?
I seen the commercials with a hamburger on TV look really good, but then when you go to the store, it don't look nothing like that.
Oh, because they got a different person cooking when you go in the store. See, when you look at it on TV, they got a professional cooking. When you go in there, they got some of the hard-headed teenager cooking it, so it's a big difference.
I'm gonna come and test it out, see what's going on.
Yeah, but yeah, I just wanted to get a different get a different mature opinion on the matter, because I personally feel like you can't be friends and be close. That's the operative thing, being close. Now, you can be friends and be at an associate level, but when you're trying to be close, I think, you know, you gonna have some blurred lines somewhere down the line. Somewhere down the line, you're gonna have, because if you meet a woman while you already got that friend, and then you and that woman become real close, and like you said, your own words, if she your mate or he your mate, that should be your friend, your main friend, and not just in word. So when I feel like that person that was there first just being your friend and you ain't never looked at them like that, they might express, well, I did have feelings for you, but I just didn't know how to tell you.
Yeah, but I think you're looking at it in reverse. I mean, you want that somebody who can be your friend. You don't want to force a friendship. They just come natural. I mean, I've met guys who I thought was cool with me, but they end up not being friends. And other guys just, through the course of time, they proved that they were good friends. And I think it's the same thing. Don't force it. Whatever happened, happened.
Yeah. See, that's why I when I tell people all the time, I think you saw on the post last week, and when someone said, well, if he your friend, and I said, wait a minute, he ain't my friend, he's my buddy. There's a difference in my mouth, in my mind. Right. Friend and buddy is different.
Right.
You know, I could say, well, yeah, I got some guys friends, and I can count them all on both of my hands, probably one of my hands. Then I got some buddies, guys that I might just, you know, catch up with when I see them. I ain't gonna make no real effort to go kick it with them or nothing like that. You know, I see them, I don't, but I don't consider them like a friend. I think it just stages with me, you know.
I got you.
Friendship has a lot of stages with me, you know.
I got you.
But I do have females that I be like, okay, if you trying to go down the friend road, it's gonna be a limit with me, because I know me. I know how much I love women, and I know how much how my hormones are. So I'm gonna have to keep you at a level.
Dave, you're a player, Dave. Don't forget. Now I know you're a player, Dave. Don't act Kobe on the air. You know what I'm saying? Don't act.
Because eventually I'm gonna want some cookie, and if you that close to me, I'm gonna try to get your cookie before I go somewhere else and get the cookie.
Note to Dave: keep my woman away from Dave when I go to the bathroom. I ain't playing with you no more. I ain't playing with you no more, Dave. I ain't playing with you. I'm finna go to a commercial break, Dave. I can't mess with you no more.
Hey, but you know I'm telling the truth.
Oh, okay. All right.
You know,
yeah, I know. Yeah.
All right.
Where's my defriend button at? Hey, man, I appreciate you calling in, Dave.
All right.
Hey, get that slab of ribs ready, because that's what I'm going to want.
Okay.
All right, man. Be safe.
Before we go on, I want to go ahead and make something clear for folks, just so they'll know. This is not Blog Talk Radio, so you can't call in and just listen.
Okay.
So if you call in, we anticipate that you're already listening and know what we're talking about, and you called in to comment on the
You got a question.
Right. You got a comment, you got a question or something of that nature. So yeah, this is not the Blog Talk where you can call your phone and listen to the conversation. We will be launching at least a beta version of our app within the next couple of weeks.
He's talking over my head.
So people will be, just to make it easier for people to get to it on their phone.
Oh, okay.
Once we get some stuff set up and in place, we're going to be able, you should be able, most phones, like if you got an iPhone now, you should be able to listen to us pretty much all the time. And well, actually at this point, anybody should be listening to us as long as we're broadcasting from right here like this.
If you got a flip phone, it ain't going to happen. I'm just saying. So, if you got the flip phone or the old Star Tech, then,
most flip phones I don't think are going to work.
Nah, you might as well go on and get your computer.
Yeah. So you cannot call in and listen to the show. So, we doing that. We even when we get back to our multiple lines, we're not just going to have people sitting on the line listening to the show. You're going to have to get to a smart device or like you said, your computer and check us out, your pad, whatever it is, man.
Get your kids to tell you how to do it.
Right.
and let me give a quick shout out to two of my buddies, Nakia Williams and my baby sister, Michelle. Hey, what's up? Next time you listening, you know what I'm saying? You got to give me something. You got to give me something. And I only got one thing for the name, so, the one who sent me the name, I don't know if I like it yet. But
they sent you a different name.
Yeah, I'm gonna find you. We're gonna go to McDonald's, and I hope you like 2 double cheeseburgers and a large fry, because we're gonna share, because I like it. All right, this is what we're gonna do, because we actually got some errands to run. The time went by, 6:03. Next week we're gonna try to do this a little bit longer when we got a little bit more time. But the show yesterday kind of tired me out. But I appreciate everybody that listened in. I'm going to have a definite name. At least that's a lie to you right now, because it sounds good. I'm here with my producer / boss, Roy. He helped me get it through. Darius snuck in. He ain't said nothing. He just sitting over there chilling. You know what I'm saying? That's the life I want to lead. And next week, I would love to tell you I'm going to have a structured program, but if you already know me, you know that's not going to happen. So we just going to run by the cuff. I'm going to post it when I get ready to come on, and whatever y'all want to talk about, that's what we're going to do. So I appreciate you, love you. Get at me. All right? We out. Later.
I don't even think they know.